Yo, 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 yo! What's up? What am I here to talk about? Okay, so last week we had episode number 5 and episode number 6. This week, number 7 is going to be awesome. Those of you who haven't listened to the full episode, it is on Spotify. This week, this episode, only a clip is available on the YouTube channel. I just want to keep it fresh, keep you guys guessing. I don't really want you to know where the podcast is. I just want to keep bouncing from platform to platform. Anyway, the point is, full episodes on Spotify. Number 6, gone in drunk in 60 seconds. Very good episode. Another good conversation with Mark. So, because of my haphazard recording skills and podcasting skills, I didn't press record. I didn't record the video through the entire podcast. So that's why there's only a partial clip on the YouTube. Otherwise, I do plan on keeping the YouTube as one of the main platforms of Don't Hold Back show. So that being said, check out the full episode on Spotify, number 6, Drunk in 60 Seconds, where at the end of the episode, what you don't see on YouTube, which is the first appearance of one of my new favorite segments, table rereads, where we take a popular movie script and reread it in whatever fashion we see fit. It was really good time. It was a little rusty, but I could definitely tell as a segment that's going to be a place in the show. I think you guys will really enjoy it. Otherwise, check it out. Mark and I, once again, episode number 6.
Episode like all the book titles.
No, I did not.
Episode 3. Listen, it's like it happens at the very end. It's oh my god.
I just want to say real quick, I didn't even have record.
Take 2.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get that out of my system. Fuck, that sucks.
Dude, we do that so many times. We did that on the episode of the Appalachian Hiker Trail, or Appalachian Hiker Trash episode. Yeah, we recorded for like 5 minutes.
Damn it, that sucks.
It happens.
Because I was talking shit on Vince so good.
Yeah, man. He's like an eel. You can't
so slippery.
Keep him down. He always keeps getting away with things. God. Evil never sleeps.
Okay. Even though it seems like to you, the viewer, that we've only been on for a whole 30 seconds right now, I'm going to press pause to go grab another suds. And here we are at episode, this is number 6.
Episode 6.
Cheers, mate.
G'day, mate. Cheers.
Today we're sampling the Land Shark.
Land Shark Lager.
I first experienced this beer at a beach. I was at a beach.
I feel like that should be everyone's first Land Shark.
Ashley would be mad. I don't remember. Ocean City. That's what it was. And it just hit so good. Like every vibe that you could experience at the beach, plus this beer. It was magical moment.
Was it like you were in a beer commercial, like you're drinking a Land Shark, and then
it's got like some sort of either a pineapple.
It is sweeter,
like a lemonade or some sort of citrusy twist. Yeah. It's not like a Leinenkugel where
like
you're like pow.
Yeah, there's
lemonade, lemonade beer.
Yeah, I picture you drinking a Land Shark on the beach, and just like you take your first sip,
yeah,
and then like a volleyball just comes rolling past you, and then you look up and there's a bunch of like beautiful people just going, "Come on, join!" And you're like,
"Come with us!"
And you pick up the volleyball, and you end up having the greatest day of your life, all because of Land Shark.
I see that same commercial, except when you run up to him with the volleyball, it's just like a bunch of ugly ass people. Because you're hammered.
It's a bunch of people from Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah. Pass the ball, buddy.
Yeah, that sounds more accurate. That beautiful people don't.
You stepped in the potato salad.
Gonna eat it anyway. Oh Christ! I couldn't even tell you the last time I was at the beach. Do they still have beaches? Did they tear them all down because of COVID?
No, they just limit the persons that's permitted to be on the beach.
It's all for the good of humanity. It's all to keep you safe.
Yeah, right.
You ungrateful son of a bitch. All these politicians are spending all their time making all these ridiculous laws to keep you safe. And how do you repay them?
Do that? Off the beach.
Yeah. Keep the nobody's allowed to go on the beach. Nobody's allowed to surf by themselves. Don't sit in the park and stare contemplatively at trees. That's all dangerous. Super dangerous. But they got your back.
Okay, so quick paraphrase version of what you guys missed. Tara is the best thing to ever happen to Buzz and Sons podcast.
Yep, Tara's going to be the new co-host. We took a vote. Vince is actually he has a court date in 2 weeks for crimes against humanity.
I thought it would be armed robbery or burglary or something.
No, he got away with all those. He's too good. I think he killed all his partners.
No.
So there was no trail. It was like the beginning.
Allegedly.
It was like the beginning of The Dark Knight, when the Joker kills all the people that robbed the bank for him.
I don't know. I'm supposed to kill the bank manager.
Yep.
I love that movie.
Are you going to watch the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League? Have you heard about that?
No, I haven't.
So you know how Justice League came out a couple years ago? And it was like 2017, 2018.
Oh, yeah, I wasn't really...
Because, like, Superman was dead.
Into it.
Yeah, DC is... Who gives a shit about DC Comics? And, like, I don't watch comics anyway. Like, I'm the worst kind of fan, according to the comic book fans, because they're like, you like the movies, and you've never even read the comics. You just know how it happened in the comics. And, like, I don't give a shit. They spent $1 billion to make this movie. It's probably going to be pretty good. I'm going to watch it. But,
right.
Yeah, they released Justice League a couple years ago.
Is
and
the Hulk in the Justice League?
No, he's in the Avengers.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking
Marvel.
of Avengers. Those are tolerable.
Yeah, they're okay. I enjoy them.
A lot of the people in my circle kind of they like them.
Yeah,
they like them a lot.
They like them a lot. That's cool. I mean, you know, comic books. If anything, they're just modern mythology, I guess.
Yeah.
Can't really write about gods anymore because they're like, there are only 3 gods. There's the Jew god, there's the Muslim god, and then there's God. And there's like the real, like our God, like the real one who's up here. But no, man, superheroes at all. I have a friend who desperately hates, or not desperately hates, just it. If you talk about superheroes around him, it like incenses him beyond.
Like he gets all fired up.
Oh, dude, he hates it. He hates, and like I was telling him about, the Marvel shows on Netflix, like Daredevil and The Punisher.
Yes.
I was telling him about The Punisher, I think, and he was like, I fucking hate superhero shit. And
dude,
I was like,
The Punisher is bad.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, well, dude, it's not like he doesn't have any superpowers. He's just a vigilante. It's not. Yeah, he just out of all the Marvel shows on Netflix, he doesn't have any superpowers. He's just a regular guy that enjoys killing.
I mean, that's not even a fair assessment of the Punisher, man.
I'm not familiar with.
Trained, fucking.
He's a Marine.
Special ops Marine. Yeah. He knows his business.
He's death on a stick, man.
He doesn't need special powers. He'll just kill you before you even know what's going on.
I was telling him about the. Like all the awesome fight scenes in the Punisher series, and they're so brutal. They're so fucking brutal. So much death. He deals out death like he's fucking at a poker game. And he was just like, just goes on this tangent about fuck superheroes. And then I was like, all right, man, you don't have to watch it. I was just suggesting.
Is this Frank?
And then, no, it's not Frank.
Okay.
And then he like, we're sitting there just drinking in silence. And before he sips his beer, he goes, fuck superheroes.
Fuck superheroes.
And I was just like, what the fuck happened to him when he was a kid? Did somebody in a Captain America costume scare the shit out of him when he was a kid?
No, he was just trying to read a comic and his dad snatched it off and threw it in the trash.
He just throws him a Bible. You read this! We don't read Captain America.
Engineering Daily.
Fruit Grower Monthly.
Yeah.
Something.
This is your life, boy.
But yeah, man.
Okay. Yeah, we recanted our camping trip up the mountain, which was arduous. terrible journey up the mountain.
It was, but once we got everything set up,
Arduous.
man.
Maybe before using big words, I'll look them up.
Yeah.
I don't think it's pronounced arduous.
Well,
what is it?
Arduous?
Difficult.
Yeah, there you go. You got it.
Is it? I don't know. I don't think so.
I got a
Sounds right.
I got
Probably
a 38 on the SATs. I don't know.
38. That's impressive.
Yeah,
Sounds like you got your name.
I got my last name so hard to pronounce,
Oh,
so I was just like,
speaking of, I was at work,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Yeah, I saw your podcast with." I started watching one with Mark DeVirgilio. DeVirgilio.
Yeah, that was pretty close.
Okay.
That's a perfect time to break.
Yeah, break. Okay. I'm gonna take a quick break. Lena has to poop, so be right back. Oh, that's the other thing. Okay, I'm on the video live now. That's what I also have been thinking about. Have you ever busted into a room as an adult and then just told everybody that you have to poop?
Nope.
Lena just busts ass in here. I gotta poop.
Hey,
What's up?
it's an important part of life, and she didn't have time to spare.
Do that as an adult now, and see how it goes.
Do it in line at the supermarket.
I gotta poop.
I'm gonna leave my card here. Why? Well,
I gotta poop.
if you're working there, what do you say to that? You're just, oh, okay.
Well, if you're working there, you're really dumbfounded because you're used to it being like a senior citizen or something. Like someone who usually poops themselves.
Not a 30-year-old man. Oh, Christ.
Okay. I got the lead. There was something else. Tara, Great Pot. The Buds and Suds.
The Buds and
For
Suds.
those of you just listening, it's the Buds, BUDS, and ampersand N. Like
Buds and Suds.
Buds
and Suds.
Buds and Suds. Like buddies and suddies.
Brought to you by Anchor. I tried. So we have this one beer store close to my house that I frequent pretty often, and I told the one kid working behind the counter, I became friends with him, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I mentioned you guys on my podcast recently." He's like, "You have a podcast?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Dude, I'm gonna talk to the owner and see if we can get you guys some free shit." And I was like, "Fuck yeah, I'm all about free shit."
Oh, that's a good idea.
Never happened. Every time I see him, he's like, "Yeah, man, I still haven't listened." I'm like, yeah, I know.
Ain't gonna happen.
Can you? Yeah, I know you haven't listened. Can you give me my fucking change, please?
Well, I mean, it's like he's probably going to his boss who doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, I know. That was my.
He's worried
immediate
about
thought.
his overpaying rent on whatever shopping mall he's at. And he's like, this motherfucker wants me to
Give him
give
free
away
stuff?
so some Joe can talk about us on his podcast. I don't think so.
I imagine the conversation went like this: "Hey, this customer comes in all the time, and yeah, he said he mentioned us on the podcast as his favorite beer store. I don't give a shit. Move that pallet over there and shut the fuck up while you're doing it." That's probably exactly how that happened.
I don't pay you to think.
Not at all.
Here's that.
Yep. The greedy, uncaring bosses.
Oh, we all been there. We all are there. Some of us.
I hope to be
some of us
one
are
one
still
day.
there. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're almost there. You're foreman now, didn't you say? The word foreman is in your job title? No.
I'm technically.
You had a pretty fancy one.
I'm technically a manufacturing engineer.
Yeah, that sounds important.
Doesn't that sound so important? Ask me if I'm qualified for that job.
I'm not going to ask that question. I'm not even going to ask what you do, because
I don't think I could give you a concise answer
I think
as to what I actually do.
Whatever answer it is, it's not going to justify it. It's going to totally ruin it.
Yeah.
So you're a fucking engineer now. Congratulations.
I did it. I made it. A lot of people do stupid stuff like, I don't know, go to school for like 4 or 8 years to become an engineer. I was just in the right place
I wasn't an
at
engineer.
the right time. You were?
I wasn't. I raised my hand when he said people would go to school. I went to school.
Well,
But
see?
not for an engineering degree. That's shits.
I know it's really hard. That's why I didn't do it,
No.
and I got the job anyway. How good is that?
That's cool, man. I hope it works out.
Oh, it won't, but we'll see.
It won't. Positivity.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I just try to survive every week. Every week, it's like I feel like I'm getting out of prison every day that I leave, and I'm like,
I'm free.
you know, you're walking out of the gate, and you're still looking over your shoulder, like, oh, where is it? Just me?
Are they really gone?
Am I really free?
What else? I think that's
You wanted to talk about Bitcoin, though.
Oh yeah, I did.
Dude, if I could go back in time and do anything, I wouldn't save the world. I wouldn't kill Hitler. I would buy Bitcoin.
Really?
Yup.
Did you look? Yup.
How sad is that?
I mean, when did you make that assertion since I told you to talk about, or that we were thinking about Bitcoin?
I've always thought that, because like every time you see a really good idea, you're in hindsight, you're like, I should have fucking been there. I should have, been on the ball. And I remember working with this guy he'd always talk about cryptocurrency, and it always sounded like the biggest scam. Like it would be so easy for them to be like, "What's that, sir?" Like, the $2,000 in your cryptocurrency that I have. Like, well, sir, we sell lawnmowers. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, what?
Do you take Bitcoin? Well, I didn't do nearly enough research on this.
Oh, likewise. I just happen to know. It's been
pretty sure there's a lot of people highly invested in it.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's not just Bitcoin. There's
so many
types.
now.
There's different types of
There's like the
cryptocurrencies.
Dogecoin or
Dogecoin.
Yeah, like
Ethereum.
Yeah. My friend just bought like $100 worth of Ethereum.
I don't. And
it's a slow payout though.
Yeah,
super slow.
The worst thing is I don't quite understand it, and the more someone tries to explain it to me,
the less interested you are.
The more confused I get.
Oh. The more you learn, the less you know.
Yeah. So, have you ever heard of a guy named Gary Vaynerchuk?
Sounds like a porn star, Gary V, but I don't know. Vaynerchuk?
No, he does.
Gary Vaynerchuk. He
started in wine. And then he does.
That is a wine person name. Gary Vaynerchuk. I own a winery. Of course you fucking do. What does Gary V do?
His dad owned a wine shop, and he worked in the basement and started his way up. Now he's a millionaire. But he always has like positive videos and stuff, and like very business savvy individual, very audacious.
I had a rich dad and I made myself rich.
That's right. He's always defending himself from that.
Yeah.
But he is a very, very motivated guy, and there's a lot. I'm sure there's a lot of. I've seen a lot of content, so I'm sure there's more content out there of him defending that argument. But I'm not going to defend it because that is the story. His dad owned a wine, Dad.
How did you get this successful winery? Where did you learn this? Oh, my dad had a successful winery.
He's very descriptive in his terms of how he got to where he is, and what point. But what is the point? What is the point about Gary V?
But what is the point? That sounds like it could be a show on NPR.
Oh yeah.
What is the point?
What's
the point?
Oh, wait,
with Sam Slates.
What's the actual show called?
I never listened to NPR.
Oh, really?
Not really.
Oh, you're missing out, man. No. Oh, wait, don't tell me. That's what it's called.
Oh, I have listened to that before. Because my one friend.
It's a good show.
My one friend listens to NPR because
there's actually they have comedians on occasionally.
Yeah.
The point is, someone who is just kind of started for me as a social media icon social media icon's not fair to describe him, but I discovered him through social media, and he sent out this article about how cryptocurrency is the fucking future, and how we all need to jump on board right fucking now because we're gonna miss the boat.
I was telling Vince that a couple weeks ago whenever, the whole GameStop thing was going on and people were like, talking about the Dogecoin and all that. I was like, dude, we need to get, like, are we buying some Dogecoin or what? And he was like, that's, it's a low payoff. And I was like, dude, Elon Musk just tweeted about it and they went, like, their stock went up like 50%.
Oh, what a tweet can do. Oh,
honestly,
imagine that.
From Elon Musk, that carries a lot of weight, man. He is the man. He's the best engineer in the world. You know, we're technically colleagues because I myself am an engineer. Not even close.
I mean,
Not
that's all
even-
you. I mean, you
not
have
even
it.
close.
You have the title. You might as well use it.
Oh, Elon, yeah, I know.
I'll call him later.
But dude, I wonder, like, what goes through that dude's mind
Elon.
on a regular basis?
I don't think we can conceptualize what he's thinking.
Dude, he thinks in fractals. I think he doesn't. He doesn't have
I hate fractions, dude.
fractals.
Fractal.
Yeah.
Oh, what's a fractal?
Google it.
Ah.
So all right. Here's another question that I may lay down on you. What gets that guy off? What's his sex life like? What do you think he needs?
It has to be something weird,
What
or
does he
he's
need?
not having anything at all. It's either something crazy or nothing.
Does he make
at
his
all.
girlfriend dress like a robot and shit? Like, do they both dress like robots? Do they have completely just like
I am a robot. I am a robot vagina.
I have a robot vagina? Did they? I just picture that, like, when Elon Musk, like, well, would you like to have sex, or like whatever his accent's like, that hybrid Canadian.
You know.
I picture him having sex with a woman like they did in Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, they put those
When
headsets
they put the
on.
headsets
Oh, that's
on,
perfect.
that's exactly
what it is.
He made it,
We
he was
can
like-
have sex, but you have to put this on. Okay, now you're gonna sit over there,
Yep.
and I'll be over here.
We're not going to
It's
touch
gonna
each
be
other.
great. You're gonna love it.
You're going to
You're
love
gonna
it. And then he invented. He saw that in the movie, invented it, made it, you know, applicable to real life, and is like, this is too good. I can't release this to the public. It will destroy society. Nothing will ever get done. Now the bridges will fall into disrepair. The skyscrapers will stop being built. People stop paying their taxes.
It is too great.
It's too good. That's
Dude.
all you'll do. Like, oh man. You know that, like, that one philosophical question that people like to ask is, would you, if it was possible, if you could be plugged into some sort of Matrix-esque machine and live whatever life you want, as opposed to living a real life, would you do it? It's purely in your mind. It's not real. It's not tangible.
I'm trying to
It
think
never
if
counted.
you're. Are you? Is that a different theory than the simulation theory? That we're all in a simulation.
I mean, I guess it ties into that, but saying that there is...
I mean, I guess you're giving it a choice.
Yeah, saying that
simulation theory.
there is, hypothetically, there is no simulation, but they have one that you can be plugged into, and you could be an elf in Lord of the Rings if you fucking want.
Yeah.
Or you could live, you know, just your regular life, and you could possibly die penniless in the gutter like Edgar Allan Poe, but at least it was real. It was your life.
I would do it.
You would be plugged in?
Yeah.
What would your life be like?
Bless you. I'm not answering that question on air. It would be fucking fantastic, though. I'll tell you that. I'm not getting into the details because that would just tell you way too much about me, and
That's probably a good
I'm not
idea.
going to do that.
Save that for episode 12.
Yeah. Well, actually, episode 35 is the goal.
Episode 35?
That's my goal.
I think you're going to beat us there at the rate we're going.
Well, once a week, man.
Yeah?
Once a week, every week, no matter what. Hell or high water, by myself, with somebody, no matter what.
That's the way to do it. That's what I feel encumbered by having a co-host, because especially as one as controlling as this one.
God.
He
Such
sets
a
the times.
bastard.
It's always
He-
we have to do this. We need to stick to this schedule. We're doing this. Blah 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 blah.
You talking about Stacy or Vince?
Pick one. They're
That's what I wanted to say.
They're both passionate about the podcast.
That's good. I mean, they should be. Yeah.
If anything, Stacey's more passionate than we are, because she's always like, "Get in the studio."
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Thank you, Stacy.
Yep.
Thank you.
She's our manager. She did the artwork. She did the artwork for the Buds and Suds podcast. She set up our email address that we never use. You guys can email us.
Well, let me tell you, Stacy, you can come work for me. You can
Yeah.
be my assistant. You can help me. No,
Her-
I'll give you a better name.
Her
than
contract is up in October. So, get in touch with her people, and you guys can work something out if you want. But
assistant. I'm surprised this is going over so swimmingly.
well, I'm just gonna say we plan on counter offering.
Oh, all right.
Be prepared for that.
All right. Well, yeah.
And
Well,
we do have a pretty
You know,
hefty legal team, as we have to.
and you have How many kids do they have?
They have, I mean, interns wise.
No, kids. Like,
Oh.
how many kids does Vince and Stacy have together?
At
least one.
They have 2 together. I think Vince has 4 from a previous relationship.
Well, I think that's gonna ultimately control the bargaining power of where she.
Well, they all live with their mothers. They cut off all ties with them because they were like, we can't have our kids
Stacey's
growing up to
children-
be like Vince.
There's just more bargaining power in Stacy and Vince. You know.
Right.
Can't believe we're talking about this. I'm sorry, Stacy. That was very chauvinistic to barter over you like you're.
Yeah, she's a person. It's not the 1950s.
Okay.
You can't talk about women.
It was
like
funny.
That.
I said it.
God.
We're moving on.
There's somebody canceling you right now.
Yeah.
I can feel them typing.
Okay, is that what everything? I can feel them typing. No one's typing. If you feel offended, please type something so then I get more likes on YouTube.
Yeah, that would.
Because that's essentially how the GD algorithm works.
Pretty much. It's like, he said something terrible? I gotta see it. I have to see it.
I have to see it.
After we're, oh man, off air, I have something really awful to show you, and I think it's gonna blow your mind.
Well, eventually, when things get a little bit more fluid in here,
Yeah,
we'll be able to pull that stuff up as we're going along. Get the second monitor going.
That's what's up.
Did you bring a song?
No, I've been busy this week.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. That's fine. Maybe I'll feel drunk enough later to play for them. I do have a nice fancy mic.
That is a very fancy new mic.
Black.
Man.
It's got a bunch of little switches on it.
Like even the puff guard on it looks cool.
Yeah, it's the new one. I feel special.
Like, it looks so futuristic. It looks like the kind Elon Musk uses to whisper sweet nothings into whatever girl he's fucking's ear.
I'm gonna oil your gears, baby.
With that weird Canadian South African accent.
Canadian South African?
He is, dude. He was like...
Is that really what it is?
Yeah, he was born in South Africa, and he moved to Canada when he was like 17.
Smart ass motherfucker.
Yep. God. But to be him for a day, it sounds exhausting.
Yes, it does.
Like, he probably sleeps like 4 hours a night. I picture his office either being super clean with nothing in it, just a desk, or just being in chaos. You know, like apple cores and shit everywhere. They're like, Mr. Musk, we need the new design.
No.
Like, get out!
Get out!
Get out! Or however he sounds, I don't know. I can't.
Please get out!
You walk into his office, he's completely naked, he's painting himself blue.
You have to get out.
Doing research.
Well, I think that's a perfect segue into the next segment. I haven't, silly me, I didn't come up with a creative name for this next segment, but it's an idea I've had for a little while.
Okay.
It's either, let's see, you're allowed to toss some things out there if you want. The first one that I think of is that's or who said it better, or
oh, I like that.
That's what she said.
Okay. Who said it better?
Or a lot of things you could call it.
This is an acting exercise.
I got the idea from people from Table Reads. I watched a documentary and there was a table read. I guess people in the business, they do a table read before they rehearse. I don't know how acting works.
Me neither. I'm an engineer. I'm gonna say that all the time now.
Yeah, you should. But it's a table read, but we're gonna read, and it'll be cool. It'll be much better for the oh man, it's not gonna be better for the audio listeners because they know we're not whatever we say we are. They know. We'll see. Well, like really,
they got Nick Cage on this podcast. That's crazy.
I only have one good accent, and it's like some rusty, muddy English bastard.
Just Dickensian,
just
sort of.
Hello, you know.
Dickensian street urchin
I can't harness it unless I'm reading the words.
Hello, governor.
Yeah, just like some dirty street trash from Wales somewhere, just like way down, way on the bottom. Just I don't know any.
To be fair,
names.
To be fair to the Welsh, I think that they were mostly farmers and sheep shaggers, as the English would call them, and the
Sheep shaggers.
the like people in London, like the Dickensian street urchins. Like I said, those are the dirty,
like
the chimney sweeps, the shoe shine boys, what have you.
Okay, so I want to
shine your shoes for a pence, governor.
Yeah, that guy.
That guy right there.
He's just sitting in the street waiting for you to walk by, buy whatever you got in your pockets.
No, I work here. I live here, right in the same spot.
So I had this idea. What it would be like if people did a table, just do a table read of a popular film or TV show in a silly accent. It doesn't have to. You could do the person.
I think the best accent to do would probably be like Billy Connolly-esque, like Glaswegian. Because Billy Connolly's got that sort of raspy, sort of Scottish thing going on because he's Scottish. That's I think that's the only Scottish accent I can do. Every time I try and do a Scottish accent, it just sounds like Billy Connolly.
So do you have any ideas for the name of this segment? I really can't even believe I almost forgot. Check out next week, next week. It'll be episode number 7. Very, very special guest. Very new show. Very exciting show. Check it out. It's going to be good. Thanks for watching.